Hello, Ovidiu, Jai Shri Mataji. Hello, everybody, and thank you for watching us. We are Ovidiu PAUN today. I remember you for the people who are not yet watched our previous English stories with Aparna, his wife, Ovidiu, and their daughters. Today we meet with Ovidiu because he's a doctor, he's a Sahaj doctor. So for the people who doesn't know Ovidiu or didn't watch yet our previous recording in English, Ovidiu is a Sahaja Yogi from 1992 in Romania. He was married with Aparna PAUN in India in 1996, if I remember well. I make some notes here because I. um, he lived in India for two periods between 1999 and 2001, and after that, from 2007 and 2020, approximately. So in India, Ovidiu have a very big experience as a doctor. He was working in Vashi, he was working in Great Noida, and also he was a GP in Dharamshala, or ISTS. So on short, this is Ovidiu. All his stories about all his experience in Sahaja Yoga in Romania, in India, also with his wife. You can watch it here or on the Romanian channel. But today, we plan to make a PowerPoint presentation, a medical presentation, because I understand a lot of people are interested in few little advices, few little things about. Those materials are available very easy. We can also make available this PowerPoint presentation, which is very easy to be found. But talking about different aspects of the health, the relation between the medicine and the subtle body. I believe it's a very good thing. So we will start today. I don't know how many installment will be this talking. So dear Ovidiu, we can start. Before we start, before we share the presentation, if you want to say a few words about the subject.
There are some basic aspects which should be understand regarding these medical things. First of all, the basic fact is that, as you know very well, all this knowledge which we know in Sahaja Yoga, not only related to medical but everything, it's because of Shri Mataji, who revealed all these secrets and all the aspects you know very well in her speeches. And without her, we would not know all these things. So basically, she is a source of everything, and she revealed this. Information is so vast, probably the knowledge is so vast that it would be impossible to comprehend everything. So she gave probably exactly what she felt is necessary and which we can take. Now, regarding these medical aspects, this is a unique situation because this really everything is because of Shri Mataji. She studied medicine and she made studies in Lahore. What I remember, that time was part of India, Lahore, which is now in Pakistan. So she chose this when she graduated the college. She had to go to university. She chose to do medicine. I think she was asked why she chose medicine. She said that I have to talk to the doctors.
Yeah.
She had many conferences with doctors and presented all these medical aspects. This subtle knowledge, as you know, it is about chakras, description of chakras. It is since long time, all those rishis and especially from India, but even from Bible and Quran, there are described in India, of course, more in detail, all these chakras, probably except Sahasrara, because Sahasrara was unknown. It was opened by Shimataji, and she's a queen of Sahasrara. So nobody knew about Sahasrara, just it's like a lotus of with 1,000 petals. The rest of chakras, they were described. But those rishis, of course, they didn't, they described them long time back. They didn't have medical knowledge. So of course, they couldn't make this correlation. Now, recent medical medicine, of course, they know all this. They have this medical knowledge, which is now at present whatever we know about body, anatomy, physiology, everything. But the modern medicine doesn't recognize this, these subtle things and energetical channels, chakras, because it's a so-called medicine based on proof. They say so. It's more materialistic. Of course, there are so many proof in Sahaja Yoga and about curing, and even research, and even PhD paper, diploma paper in prestigious universities. So there is a proof, but still they are maybe more, I don't know, more academic, so they are not really interested to do more research. So Shimataji, based on this study which she made, actually she wanted to know probably the knowledge which is in medical knowledge, to make this correlation, because she knew all the subtle aspects, no? Yeah. Of course. And she wanted to know what is the medical knowledge, medical terms, terminology, everything, to make these correlations. So she did the studies in Lahore, but after during the studies, in the medicine there are first part is so-called preclinical, learn more about anatomy, physiology, how it's functioning the bodies, and go to clinical, different, all the specialties. So I think in between came this partition of between India and Pakistan, and Lahore remained part of Pakistan. So Shimataji had to return to India. Of course, she could continue the studies, because that was a registered university, but it was not necessary, because she wanted, she didn't went to university to practice medicine, just get this information about medical.
And the language, and the medical language, probably, to be able to talk.
Yeah, of course. She had so many medical conferences, and not only that, but even during she mentions so often parasympathetic nervous system,
Yes.
sympathetic, limbic area, sahasrara, optic chiasma, even the Sahaja Yogis or in pujas. So that was important, and for that she made the studies. She didn't need the practice medicines, and she got married, and when she returned to India, and then all the story. So this is about the medical aspects, which many times we present to the beginners. Now, regarding these treatments in Sahaja Yoga, which we very well, foot soak, candle, and all the medical aspects, correlation with disease. The same, all this information, practically we know from her only. They were different medical seminars, medical meetings with Sahaja Yogis, even with doctors. It was a meeting once in England. I don't know now the year, with doctors, where they put different questions, and with Sahaja Yogis, which are recorded, and where she describe different diseases, correlations, treatments, how it came, causes.
Ovidiu, I have a question. You talk about the treatments, and you said Shimataji more or less give us all these treatments,
Yeah.
which are, I want to know if at least some of them are traditional um, treatments or uh, practical we are doing sometimes. So, for example, excuse me, the Shubit is not exactly a treatment, but it's a practice. And I know it's an old one. So, for example, Shubit is not a Sahaj invention.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for example, today I bought some vessels, some pot vessels for matka, and I have a discussion with the Indian guy, which have no idea about the treatment of matka, because he asked me if I bought it for cooking, and I start explaining no, and I start telling him everything. So the Indian guy from the obviously an Indian shop didn't know. I give you an example about something which I want to know if you know if some of the treatments are kind of Shimataji's invention, or she give us, or all of them, some of them are a traditional one. Shimataji just bring them to us, or improve them. Do you
Oh,
know?
there are, yeah, no, I know one things. Shubit, as you mentioned,
Yeah,
which can be used for clearing ego and whatever. It can
yeah,
be used because Mother Earth is
can
sucking.
be considered a treatment. Yeah,
Yeah. Um, um, so you know it's mentioned in the Quran very specifically, very clearly, and also in even in Bible
in
it's
Bible, yes.
mentioned.
Yeah,
You know it's mentioned very subtly. You know, very
yeah.
less things remain in Bible. Um, what else? Mother Earth, probably maybe people know that can help. But I know we are already in Mother Earth, so we are
What
sitting
you
in
have to
Mother Earth.
explain what is Mazarat?
Yeah, like maybe not specifically like a treatment, but in the nature, people know that it might have a good effect. But what I know surely, it is this Chilean lemon, which is used. I saw maybe some Indians might explain. You can see if you go in India, practically in every shop, at the entry of the even small shops,
Yep,
there are put on the entry
yep,
on a small
string.
rope.
Yep,
Um, a lemon, a small
yep,
lemon, I think, and some chilies, maybe seven, I
yep,
don't know, seven or
yep,
something. So I think they have knowledge that these are absorbing negativities,
yep.
and that's why they put there for this. The rest, I think it's strictly based of Sahaja Yoga. For example, you know, for left side when you work
Candle.
with candle,
Yes.
is for our left channel, no, which is a left channel, and that candle give light, no, because it's a dark channel, and also it's a cold channel, so give
Yep,
heat also, heat and light. Then you know the right side you have to
yep.
cool it down, foot soak, ice, and uh, balancing a little. So all these are practically of Sahaj,
Uh,
except
uh,
this chili matka, which people they have some knowledge about chili and lemon, which they have some knowledge about this.
yep.
Um, what else? Yeah, giving vibrations, of course.
Yep.
Camphor also, it's the same principle.
But for example, foot soak, it's also an ancient treatment, or an ancient way of cleaning. I know it from my childhood. I mean, my grandmother put salt in a basin, not only
Yeah,
to wash my feet, but she put me to stay there. I mean, she didn't know exactly why, but so that's
yeah,
also a traditional, especially in India.
So this might be food talk. It's like a general
Yeah.
treatment. It's clearing what we know the lower chakras, Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Nabhi, and more for right side the water. So it's more like a general. Yeah, it's good.
But obviously, in Sahaja Yoga, Shimataji give us this treatment now because we are realized souls, and she make them more not only available but enlightened. So obviously, we
Yeah.
are. That's the big difference. Yes.
So
Okay.
it's working much more because they are vibrated. So we can
Yes.
vibrate the lemon, we can vibrate the
Absolutely.
chilies, we can give vibrations to chakra, which is just Sahaja
Yeah.
can do because they have vibrations. Even food soak, we vibrate a little. We can
Yeah.
vibrate the salt. We can say the mantras, give a little vibration before, and all the rest. So practically, she's master of this treatment, and she gave a treatments for whatever is mentioned. What I wanted to say, actually came many in the past. Daniel knows very well some treatments came what's coming out from different Sahaja yogis. So even Shimataji said that time not to invent new treatments because everything is already invented, and I think she shared everything. Must be some books also. I don't remember. Maybe some researchers who really studied the speeches of Shimataji. I think they took more information about treatment and medical aspects. Now, as you know about medical aspects, Sahaja Yoga is not just medical. You know very well. It's for our basically to get realization and evolve spiritually, to achieve spiritual height, being together in the collective, all realized soul. And as you know, during your spiritual evolution and ascent, while the chakras is getting automatically cleared with your evolution, then naturally, if you are more balanced, this disease also doesn't come because everything is coming because of imbalance in the subtle system. So practically, health getting better, it's a byproduct of your evolution. We know this, but still. We have to, in case that we have some medical problem, it's good to insist more apart from the normal treatment which we do maybe to clear the catches in case that we don't have any medical problem, but catches we might have, so we can clear it them. But if you have some medical problem, you have to do more of this treatment, insist more, because such treatments are effective and are working very well. It's proven by research and by so many Sahaja yogis who get better or cured. So this have to do. There are, of course, you are your own guru. I said there is this knowledge from Shimataji, and of course cannot be comprehended all the disease which exist mentioned in medicine. And this seminar which she had, of course, she couldn't mention all the diseases, obviously. There are thousands. But it's not even necessary because you can group them like left side, right side, or some groups of diseases. And she mentions that. And in this way, and also by location, by chakra, so it's more easy to sort out immediately. And apart from this, of course, you are your own guru, your own master, which every time you have to apply this principle. I mean, checking your vibration, finding your vibrations, what are the combination, permutation of your chakras, which might change many times from day to day. So that it's your job. Shimataji talked generally about some disease and treatments. So it's your job to find out what is your problem and then apply the treatments.
I want
This
to
is
I
what.
want to make a sorry for interrupting you. We will continue, but I want to make a little mention here. So as it's happened today, it's Guru Purnima. So I just finished the puja
Yeah,
before I come here. So I find it fantastic that we are talking about the Guru, and I want to talk with you a little bit about you being your own guru and trusting you as a guru, because a lot of people uh, have no I know from my experience, um, with others talking, are not they do not trust themselves very much. And I'm not talking about the one who are very sick or need to go to the hospital. I'm talking about the ordinary people who ask, what should I do? What should I do? Oh, it's good to do that or not? It's not good to do that. And not talking about the new people again. So
yeah,
it's good to have trust in yourself and stay a little bit. Uh, Ask the discretion, check with your discretion and see what is good for you. That's a big difference, or a fine line between sharing, you know. So even now, after 36 years in Sahaja Yoga, I learn new treatments like rubbing salt with oil,
yeah,
salt with oil on your
yeah.
fingers, each finger,
Yeah.
with mantra, or rubbing sugar on your liver on outside in
Mhm.
the shower,
Yeah,
obviously. Or if you are, it's in the summer, you can go in the courtyard. So it's a fine line between sharing information and applying, and not being not trust yourself and ask all the time. It's good to do that. It's not good to do that.
yeah,
So
yeah. This, of course, establishing your own guru principle, it's a very big thing. And as you know, it is actually the supreme aspects in Sahaja Yoga.
yes,
Even above the spirit, is this Purnima, the 16th phase of the moon when you
moon.
became fully guru. And I think this is the last thing which you have to do to become a guru. So it's very, very deep things, and there are many aspects are described in Shimataji's lecture about Guru. Yeah, I think the 15 stages spirit, and then Purnima coming 16. So you see, it's so important.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have to try slowly, slowly to trust yourself. Because some people are accustomed to ask always others and never put base on themselves. And really, they have to establish this is a process in your evolution while you grow and evolve spiritually and the qualities of chakras slowly start to flourish and manifest. The same with the guru principle. It cannot come overnight. No, slowly you develop. You try to put attention on your vibration, check the vibration, see the combination, do the treatment. Don't ask somebody else. See for yourself, and only if you are really don't understand very clear, you can ask somebody else. It's slowly you will learn how to do.
I couldn't
Yeah,
stop
today is
myself. I couldn't stop myself to show you this moon
yeah,
this morning again. Today being full moon,
yeah,
it's happened to see the moon in the morning. This is even better. So
yeah.
it's
Today is
fun.
we can do a puja.
It's fantastic.
Even with
Uh,
two more things I wanted to mention. There are two ideas. Sahaja Yogi is also, I think Shimataji also mentioned in some speeches, there are so many speeches and you just have to catch some ideas. Indeed, there are some Sahaja Yogis who might have, for different reasons, we don't know, very strong catches or diseases which maybe cannot be very easily improved, even with such treatment or with medical treatment or whatever is there. There are these people. Even we met in India, were coming always asking what treatment to do, even meeting them after many years. So might be some people, they might have a different problem from past, from karmas, or maybe from their place where they live, family, or atmosphere. Even in India, there are some areas where there are a lot of black magic and all these things. So they might be affected by this and might have some catches. Some are really very difficult to remove. So always searching treatments and searching to improve doesn't work out. So there are this situation also. Idea is that I didn't need to focus too much the treatments also. I mean, to keep a balance, not to go too much in extreme. Not to forget that Sahaja Yoga is for your evolution, and have some discretion. Always you have to use it. So don't get also involved too much in some people who might have difficulties to improve. Give them might be beginners or beginners, at least they are beginners and you don't know what is their future potential. But especially with older Sahaja yogis, that also there could be some problems. They can go to Vashi, they can go to Sahaj hospitals, they can use Shimataji's photo. So it's not necessary to get too much involved, but you have to know the treatments, and you also should help people to, at least to guide them. One more aspect which I wanted to say, it is, as I said before, that all this information is from Shimataji. There are certain things which might be a little not very clear, because we know from the recording of speech or seminars. So regarding treatment, maybe we doesn't understand, or also medical aspects are very different, many diseases and many things. For example, there are mention about allergies. There are speeches in Shimataji in which it's mentioned that it's from right side. You have to put cool down the liver. But there are some speech in which say it's from left nabi or left side. Of course, it was mentioned more for children who doesn't have a wife. They are small, no? So mother might having left side, left nabi, because the left nabi is done by mother as a child. So could be left or right. You see, also. About eczemas or some skin problem. Of course, they are coming from liver, so mostly from hot liver, but could be sometimes some lethargic liver. Also, I saw some speeches. So maybe a little is not very clear, because it's opposite, no? So you don't know. But also the disease could be different. I mean, there are many type of allergies, skin problem also. So maybe depends on different on the person to person. Also, they, for example, in many variation in asthma, what I remember, we know very well that it's coming mostly from right heart, bronchial asthma, and problem with father and all this. But also heat from the liver, no, it's going up, can hit the right heart from the liver, and different problem with the father. But also it mentions that sometimes can be from center heart also, but even from left heart, maybe very rare. So the same as I remember, it's like in medicine also.
Yeah.
There are certain aspects which are more often. No, so when you learn about disease or anything, there are things which are coming more often. So probably that you have to remember. But sometimes can be different other variation also, which can happen individually. So here also you see it's not anything very fixed, You have to check the vibrations. That's why what I was telling before. Establish your guru principles. Check your vibrations. See for yourself from where it's coming, because it is not like something final. This come from there. This come from there. Even about diabetes, for example, it's coming from right, north, right Swadhisthana. So many times thinking and all this, but left side is weak. So it's coming sudden attack, and there is this fact. Many people got diabetes after a sudden shock. I know people surely, even I once in medical, I was working, and they were telling me one anesthetist got diabetes after having a kind of shock. Some patient died because of his anesthesia or something. So he got a kind of shock. So after that, he developed diabetes. Other people lost somebody. I mean, somebody died in family, or had get a shock or something, or from job they were put out. So they get an emotional shock. Because they are right-sided. The left side is weak. So that shock is creating a kind of weakness in the left side. They suck negativity. So coming this diabetes. So you see, it's if you come from left side, you can say it's psychosomatic. And there is even speeches in Shimataji's lecture where he's saying diabetes psychosomatic, and to use mantra for Shibairava. But at the same time, it's of course is triggered by the right side, by too much activity. So you see, it's becoming a little bit complicated how to open all these aspects and how to do it. It's not very easy. So that's why you have to see also for yourself. Maybe that's why also Shimataji had all this lecture in which didn't said anything fixed, like something things I have to follow like a rule 1, 2, 3, because everything is flexible, and it's like that. You have to see every situation could be
everything
different.
it's alive.
So
Ovidiu, before we start doing the PowerPoint presentation, I want to bring just briefly another small subject, and I want your opinion about that, because it's an important one. Sahaj treatments versus medical treatments. That's one which I believe is very important to talk about before we start talking about diseases. What's your opinion about that? One, and secondly, because it's linked together with this subject, going to Vashi. So I never been to Vashi, and if I go to Vashi, obviously I know there are many Sahaja Yogi better than me and can give me some advices. But if I go to Vashi, I go firstly because it's a special place there. Obviously, I cannot. When I said I said a Sahaja Yogi cannot know everything. And it's always advisable to ask someone else about different aspects. It's good to know more, it's good to ask advice, but for example, when it's come to Vashi, I believe the most important thing for Vashi is the place by itself. So can you develop a little bit, not too much, just briefly, what's your opinion about, because I know for sure that the great leaders ask, when they are asked what to do to go to the doctor for a treatment. I'm talking about the very important diseases, or to do some treatment, Sahaj treatments. Always they are advise people to go to the doctor, because sometimes for unknown reasons, the Sahaj treatments doesn't work, and we know there are some Sahaj yogi who are die cancer or other stuff. I have no idea why, but it's not good to put all your eggs in one basket. Although we have to trust Sahaja Yoga, but again, for different reasons, I believe it's about us, first of all, not blaming Sahaja Yoga because you are not cured. First of all, probably it's something in us who are not able to do the. So what's your opinion about this topic?
Yeah, good two ideas are very good to mention this. We should have
But are
mentioned.
linked, those ideas,
Linked, yeah. So regarding the medical treatments which are there, ultimately these are coming also from God. All the knowledge, all the development of society till now, whatever created the society technologically, scientifically till now, it was because of God permitted this and the knowledge, and many enlightened people also who came with knowledge in physics, mathematics, biology, and great discoveries. Many medicines also are in nature. They find it some plants, which were they saw acting in different diseases, and then they extracted the substance and all this. I know about this heart digitalis, or I think there are for the heart disease and heart failure, and probably there are others. So ultimately, this is also knowledge. In India there is this Vedas, which contain also medical knowledge, and was used quite advanced knowledge in the past in India.
Especially Atharva Veda, especially.
Yeah. And even Ayurveda, it's very, very close to Sahaja Yoga, balancing the systems. Just they cannot give realization. So this is also a knowledge developed with God's permission, and it's useful for the human beings. History of medicine, so many problems get solved. And now, if we are getting in extreme with different things and getting disease and all this, or societies like that with different imbalances, that is a different thing. Now, so I think you cannot discard this. Even the surgery, it's also coming from divine knowledge, because it's necessary really sometimes. So there are some diseases which have to be treated by surgery, and they were sushruta, and even surgeons in India a long time back. So you can use this, especially for beginners, because here also were some excess. Coming the beginners to the center, and they having some medicine already, and many Sahaja yogis were telling them, no, you don't need to take any medicine, and sometimes even he was having more discretion. Well, how I am taking since 20 years, I cannot how to drop now. So really, you have to see. It's correct if you can balance your system just with Sahaj treatment, because still Sahaj treatment can work very well. You are in connection with the divine, and basic principle is that all the diseases are coming because your imbalances in the system. For example, from Nabi, and even these deities which are with curing Shri Vishnu. For example, they never can get disease or an incarnation of Shri Vishnu because they are perfectly balanced, or a guru. So if you can be in balance, and all the chakras could be clean. So because all the diseases are coming because of imbalance. So this is a basic information which we give even to the beginners. So naturally, if you don't have catches, if you don't have imbalances, all the chakras are okay, and you can get by Sahaja Yoga perfectly in balance, you don't need medicine, because automatically all your parameters are okay, and naturally, if supposing your blood pressure is normal, you manage to reduce it, keep it normal by Sahaj meditation or treatments, or blood or sugar or whatever parameter which is there normally. Naturally, you don't need to take medicine. For what you take the medicine for blood pressure? To reduce the blood pressure or reduce the sugar. But if that you can be mentioned, kept normal with Sahaja treatment, naturally you don't need to take it. Because on contrary, we lower more and the blood pressure or sugars and we give you problem. So it's obviously, no, doctor avoid to give you medicine if you are all right. But you have to really be in that balance. So if you can manage to get that balance, you don't need to take medicine. But if you cannot, for different reasons, because there is negativity, there is work, which you are not in an isolated place just to meditate and you can get catches, or for different reasons you cannot get rid of catches like we were talking before. So you cannot keep your parameter in a normal standard. Yes, then probably you have to take medicine. Indeed, the medicine create heat in the body. Antibiotics also, because it was a big discussion even when I was in ISPS about this antibiotics against life. Indeed, they are creating heat because they are metabolized by liver and all this. That is correct. Also so many side effects. But if you really cannot do in other ways, you have to do it. There are also discussion, about it's a little very delicate with cancer patients. They do that chemotherapy, and Mataji was saying she was not advising chemotherapy. Because she said it's that creating heat in the body. Actually, it happens that, and it's for the left channel that you can do it with camphor and candle. But now, if you are really able to get rid of the disease with Sahaja treatment, is very good. But if not, we as Sahaja doctor also we cannot give this kind of advice. Not to go to my doctor. Or not to do such medical treatment, especially in this deadly disease, because you don't know how the patient will work out, how will evolve, what will be his situations, and you can be accused that we prevented him to go to doctor and do the treatment. So it's becoming very delicate situation in this. So it's more on your individual discretion. And how it's going on with Sahaja treatment, but don't avoid the doctors. You do the checkups, you do the or the blood test or whatever annual checkup is needed. If it's needed some treatment and really you can't go another way, you can do it. Surgery if needed also you can do. There are some diseases which cannot be treated otherwise, for example, cataract or other things. So don't be afraid so much of doctors.
How about Vashi? Can you...
About Vashi? Yeah, about Vashi, that is obviously it's a good thing. Because Mataji herself established these hospitals, and it had a purpose, otherwise she would not establish. It was this Vashi and Greater Noida. There are places which probably have some Vashi. You had some stories now about Vashi location and whatever was there in the past. And now they were vibrated by Mataji. She visited the place and vibrated it. So it's good to go. Even Mataji, I was saying before, in these difficult cases, she was even recommended to go to Vashi. Or if persons are asking you what treatment to do and you already gave some different treatments and you don't know anymore what to give him like advice, this Vashi always is good. And Mataji said clearly they can go. So it's a place, first of all, whatever is in the past, vibration plus attention of Mataji. There is a Sahaja, like a ashram. You do meditation morning, evening in a collective. There is Sahaja collective there, staff and other patients which are there. So all the time, when it's a collective Sahaja Yoga, it's also a kind of treatment. It's very important actually, because the vibration are getting mixed and the chakras are getting clean with this mixture of vibration. No, the strong vibration from somebody's chakra, which has good vibration, can clean somebody else's chakra, and vice and reverse. So it's always the being collective is good because it's happening this cleaning automatically. Plus, there is attention on the treatment on Sahaja Yoga or meditation. There is a treatment given by doctors, individual and collective. And also you will have an idea how if maybe some people don't feel the vibration very well. So doctor will tell you at least which are the chakras blocked. You also do the treatment homework, no? During that stay, you work on yourself, cleaning yourself, so do the homework. And at the end, you will have an idea every day which chakra came, what is the combination, permutation of your chakra, if you was not very clear with this. So you can continue at home also. So it's very good. You can get better with this treatment, and we work so much there, and we saw so many patients getting improved. Of course, not everybody had diseases, but they had the blockage, catches, imbalances, so they get improved, and also they have an idea what do at home. They know better themselves, subtly, energetically. And how to, at least they know which chakras came. Of course, this can change anytime. I mean, every time you have to check your vibrations, but at least they had an idea approximately where to work. So it's obviously it's good.
How many years you practice in Vashi, Ovidiu?
In Vashi, we worked almost 2 years, 1 year and 8-9 months. And then we worked in Greater Noida. There I worked 7-8 years, something. Also, we were going in some camps, seminars, and interactions. I did camps also.
Yeah.
But in Greater Noida, there was a regular hospital. Yeah, 7-8 years.
How do you feel if we start now, although we have a long introduction? Should we start the presentation today?
We can do just this medical aspect, correlation, which and then maybe rest of this is next time. So we just we can do this medical aspects in Sahaja Yoga very shortly, which we can present many times.
Do you want me to share something on the screen?
Yeah, you just start a little the presentation. Let's see.
From the main PowerPoint?
Yeah. Let's see. Another thing is that this PowerPoint presentation, it is not done by me. It's done by somebody else, and it's not. It's good, but it's not cover all the aspects. I was already telling you there are many medical seminars, and not covering all the aspects. So we can study more about this. I was talking about different speeches of Sri Mataji. So I think it should be, or maybe there is already extract from these speeches, Sri Mataji about medical. So that can be studied anytime, and this is just short aspects.
Yep.
Yeah. Go ahead. So I have all the knowledge, everything is from Sri Mataji.
Yep.
Treatments and everything.
Yep.
This is just okay. Nervous system.
Yeah.
So you see the brain, spinal cord, which is considered the central nervous system, and the nerves. No, here I wanted to tell you just maybe it's in other presentation with sympathetic, parasympathetic. Maybe you can put the other slides in Romanian. Because that was just an anatomical. Here, if you see, maybe you know, and there are many more about subtle system. Is the description since long time about chakras and channels, and even not only in India, but even in Greece. You see here the Sahasrara subtle system. This is, I think, in Greece.
Yeah.
School up is it's Greece deity. This is Mercur. Semen Greek deity. You see the Kundalini, the coils, no, of Kundalini, central channel, and you know there is. This is Esculap is a nephew of Zeus, which was a deity of medicine.
Yeah.
Going more down in ancient Greece. Look here, I wanted that. This also, and more up. Yeah, you see here it was also nervous system. Here, just an interesting fact which Mataji mentioned very clearly, and she made this correlation. We know the two lateral channels, left and right. There are continuous channels, we can say, and going, from Muladhara left channel, Swadhisthana right channel, crossing at the Agya level. So they are like continuous. Here is a main important thing which Mataji mentions, that they are actually sympathetic nervous system. This is that system which create alert in the body. I mean, putting the body in a position to react to some external danger, maybe. So he has to do or to fight or to run away. Both situation need energy. If you run or fight, whatever, you need energy. So all these changes will happen in the body due to sympathetic nervous system. I mean, the heart rate increase, the more blood be pumped in the body, to have muscle more blood do the effort, blood pressure increase, the redistribution of the blood more to the muscles, more sugar in the blood to be consumed like energy. So many changes happen to be able to do the effort. So this is done by the sympathetic nervous system, which is presented here, you see, on the right side. So this is exactly like the channel which is continue. This is also a chain of ganglions on the left and right side of the spinal cord. So exactly like channel, here it also is a continuous chain of ganglions. So here you see all the organs practically are served by this sympathetic. They have a certain action on every organ. So it's a correlation with the lateral channels. In medicine, they don't know the different function, left and right sympathetic. Anatomically, they say it's equal, but in Sahaja Yoga, there are different. And the parasympathetic, it's a system which relaxes. You cannot be continuously in an alert situation, always, because it's creating like stress, always blood pressure high, always this heart beating fast, breathing, breath, having more frequency. You cannot do this permanently because it's creating imbalance in the body. So after the danger went away, so you will come back to normal parameters. So this is a parasympathetic which relax you and bring back everything down in a relaxed position. Blood pressure down, breath down, more lower, this heart rate and all this. So this parasympathetic, is a central channel, and it's made of two parts. The interruption in the central channel at the level of the void, we know very well. So indeed, here in medical term, also parasympathetic, it is not continuous like the sympathetic was. Exactly, it follows a pattern of the central channel with this gap in the void area. So there is a parasympathetic which is in the brain, cranial, but by the nerve, there is a nerve, vague, ten nerve. It's going down till the abdomen. And there is a sacral parasympathetic, sacral here down, which goes to all the organs in the pelvic area. So there are two parasympathetic, and we can say there is a gap here somewhere in the void area. So exactly like in the central channel, it's following this pattern of parasympathetic. The same sympathetic and parasympathetic. Now going back to the first presentation in English. Yeah, we can go more down. Okay, here is just skull.
Actually,
you know
we have the sacrum first.
Sacrum bone.
Yeah.
Sacrum bone, you know, here there is it is 5 vertebrae which are joined together in a kind of bone, making a bone, which is the sacrum bone. It's not the last bone, there is a coccyx down, but these vertebrae are like together.
Yeah.
As compared with the
others
upper spine, like lumbar, thoracic, and all the other, which are separate vertebrae. No, they have to move. Here it's down. You don't need to move in this area, so they are stick together and form this sacrum bone, which was described sacrum. You know, no, I think nobody in medicine thought of this. Even I remember when we were studying anatomy. We were learning sacrum bone, sacrum. And nobody, it didn't come in our mind, what is this sacrum? Sacrum is going to God, not name, the terminology. Sacrum related to something sacred, maybe related to God. Nobody thought of it. From where came the term. You know, in Greek, the term. And yeah, fontanelle bone area is next one. Here is it's coming the opening of Brahmarandra. This is a fontanelle bone area, opening of Brahmarandra.
Yep.
It is not the Sahasrara. Sahasrara is the limbic area. So opening of Brahmarandra. Here you see there is these bones. Skull is done by different bones, parietal, frontal, and all this. Here it is not shown very clearly. I will show you, you can show that child skull. So here you see is a skull of a child, and you see the bones here, parietal, frontal, and you see here in central, the bones are not stick together; they are separated.
Yeah.
So there is, this exactly this area in the center. There is this arrow, this rhomboid area. Yeah. So here it's on the top of the head. So this is a fontanella. Here it is bone didn't get stick together. They are separated. There is just a membrane, meningeal membrane, which protects the brain. And of course, coming the skin over it. So if you press here, the top of the head of a child, you will see it's soft. It's soft. Of course, even the bones are not very strong because it's child, newborn. But here is really soft. Yep. So this is a fontanelle bone area, which is opening of Brahmarandra. It will remain open for quite some time. Maybe, I don't know now in anatomy, 5-6 months. Slowly will get closed. The bones will get formed more stronger and advanced against each other, and ultimately came together. This will take several months. So initially, this is opening, so the child is more connected to Param Chaitanya. going, yeah. Here is this structure. Yeah, I will show you. On the left side is a limbic area. This is really, it's a Sahasrara.
Yep.
It is purely revealed by Shimataji. This limbic structure is a structure in the brain. It is not very well known. It is a kind of old brain, paleocortex. Paleo means old. So it in the development of human being, this brain was primordial. I mean, was functioning initially more, and this is an old brain. So it's actually Sahasrara. Later on, all this cerebral hemisphere, this big neocortex, big what we understanding by brain, neocortex developed. So naturally, the human beings developed the brain and thinking process. Actually, ego and superego in the evolution time.
Yep.
I will show you here. So here it's in the middle. This it's in the middle of the brain, covered by the hemisphere, like ego, superego. It's not very well known the function of this limbic area, but here it's Sahasrara, and they know that have some function. They put some electrodes and stimulate that, and some parts of this give you some sensation of pleasure. So I think it's related to this connection. Of course, you cannot do it medically exactly, but here actually is taking place self-realization. No, Sahasrara.
Yeah.
Connection with the divine. And on the right side, it is the optic chiasma. You see there is an arrow. You know very well is Agya chakra, where is crossing the two channels, left and right. And here is the optic nerve, which is coming from the eye. I will show you from other slide. Coming from the eye, going back, and here they are crossing each other. So exactly like channels are crossing, these optic nerves also are crossing. Optic nerves also are related to the Agya chakra. No, it's coming from the eye.
Yeah.
And optic chiasma, it is Agya chakra. Here also is pituitary gland, which is also Agya chakra, is near the optic chiasma only. And if you see more down, the spinal cord, here also there are some crossing. It's not very clear, but here also are nerves which are crossing. So it's a kind of back agya. So this crossing, no, of the nerves reflecting in a way on a physical level, crossing of the channels. So we can show you more clearly on the other slide. More down a little. Yeah, here is here also is optic chiasma. You see the eye and the nerves coming behind and crossing here.
Yeah.
And then later goes then the nerves goes back and reaching here at the brain with the information from the eye. So in a way, the brain from which related to the eye is here back. Occipital area, it's a kind of back agya.
Yeah.
So the area, occipital area of the brain, which process the information from the eye. So it's exactly back agya. This is also important to know, back agya, which we know, and it's related to the vision. Here is a limbic area. You can see more clearly that thousands nerves, which about Mataji was telling, lotus with 1,000 petals, Sahasrara. You see in a section are these nerves here.
Yeah.
Here also limbic area. Limbic area means, limbus, the terminology means it was a margin.
Yeah.
Because it was a margin of the
edge. The edge.
The edge. It was a neocortex.
Yeah.
It's covered by the neocortex. Here also are the nerves, corona radiata. So exactly like this nerve should be enlightened, no, by Kundalini, and then you can. Here, I don't know if you want. It's an interesting fact. It's a neural tube when embryo is formed. Neural tube. The spinal cord will be made out of here. If you go the next slide. You can see here. So this blue one is the tube which will form the nervous system, spinal cord, and the brain. And you see initially at the embryo, here are these red points. It is some cells which will form the heart from here. So you see in the initial stage of development, we can say the heart is in front, and then comes the nervous system. So we can say that Sahasrara is heart is more important. Sahasrara is more important, heart, which is on the top, Sahasrara, and should control the brain. So this happens in the initial stage of embryo development. Later on, you see the embryo is developing. Here, which is this red circle, where was this angiogenic cells, which forms the heart, will come down, more down and more down, and will form later on the heart. And the blue things, which is the brain, will develop and come back. Will come in front. Yeah, the blue things, which is a brain, it will come in front, and heart will come down like a normal position. So we just wanted to show that in the initial stage of embryo development, first is the heart, and then later on coming the brain, like happens with the human beings also. Initially they were connected to divine. Heart was so they were yoga union with the divine, and later on when the ego superego developed, it's covered the heart, the brain. Ego superego covers the heart, and we have to come back to the same initial position, pushing the heart to the Sahasrara and getting full realization. Rest, I think we'll start the.
Yes, next time we will
Here
go.
is just a system, subtle system. Now we'll start. This is subtle system. So I think will come now the liver diet. Liver and liver diet will be a lecture about liver diet, and after that we'll go through different
diseases.
Yeah. Now, when we will, maybe we can just say very few words, because you mostly, in this year we will talk about different treatments, if it's left or right side, or what treatment are there. So now we don't come back again to the same treatment, because they will be all left or right side, or focused on the chakra where you can give vibrations. The left side treatment will be the same for different disease. Left side, you know already. You have to, like we talked before also, you have to give light and heat also to the left channel. So you can use a candle, you can use one candle or 3 candle treatment, or you can use camphor or ajuan, or both ajuan with camphor. Usually we are using ajuan with camphor in Vashi. You can balance the left channel, put the right hand on the mother earth, or take right to left, or you can take the mantras. For right channel, you have to cool it down. You can do more foot soak. You can put ice on the liver. You can put ice on the ego. You can put the left hand the liver and the right hand the Shimataji to give to cool down the liver. You can take that liver diet if it's necessary. You can take the cooling mantras for liver or some other mantras for right channel, balance the right channel, left hand towards sky, or take left or right. You can say Hanumana Chalisa. Rest foot soak is good mostly for right side. If you are to left side, maybe you can even avoid sometimes. Maybe in very rare cases, very severe disease, you can avoid the opposite treatment. Supposing you are very left side, you need a candle. So here you can avoid foot soak, but should be in very particular cases for very strong left side. And also, if you are very right side, you don't need to do any candle or any fire. Even the diya from the in front of Shimataji you should not use. Also, in very selected cases, we can say.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can do a normal foot soak, lukewarm water, and it's good for lower chakras and are cleaning. Rest matka, it's cleaning both the system because having chili lemon, but is better for left actually.
Mm-hmm.
Lemon you can use chili below the pillow, or even you can keep in your purse. Then all this treatment. You can put on nose massage for Vishuddhi points. We had a big sessions of massage, hands and all this Vishuddhi, hamsa, face, shoulder, wrist, and hands and finger. Sinus, you can keep this onion. This is more physical, we can say. What else? Giving vibrations is anytime valid for each chakra. On left chakras, you can work on candle, back agya. You can see the Shimataji's bindi for agya. Yeah. So basically, these are the treatment might have been written on some other books also. Shubit, you can do string burning for left channel, left chakras, and even for you can use it for putting some negativity in that knot. So these are the basic treatments. We'll not come back again when we'll go through the disease. We just mention left or right. There were so many seminars,
Yeah. Was a very good introduction. Where I'm very much hope that people who are watching us are finding the new things, although most of us know most of it, but none of us know everything. So always we can find something new, something interesting. I propose that next time we will talk directly about the diseases, the rest of the presentation. But I want to tell to our viewers that our purpose here is not to talk extensively about one or the other disease. Those materials are available. Many of us have at least one or two booklet with treatments. The point is to read them and to practice them. We will go
to practice.
Yes, and to trust them, to trust them. We will go next time through all these slides we still have from this presentation, but we will go just roughly through, I don't know, 8, 10 diseases most important, to present them a little bit. But again, it's up to us in the end. So, Ovidiu, thank you very much for the first part of our presentation. Hopefully, we will meet again sooner rather than later to continue. For the moment, I thank you again, Jai Shri Mataji, and I thank
Yes,
everybody
Mataji.
who are watching us. And let's see each other next time. Jai Shri Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.